Hi guys, welcome back to part 2 of the Anyone Can S-Rank DmD series. Mission 2 is also kind of a pushover, so I'm going to explain how S-Ranking works in a bit more detail here. We have 7 minutes to beat Mission 2 whilst collecting 450 orbs. These are both really generous requirements and you can easily beat it in half that time. The mission time is actually quite funky in this game. As soon as you hit mission start, it begins counting, and stays counting even during skippable cutscenes, so you absolutely have to skip them if you want to complete the mission in time. You also don't get any extra points for completing the mission under the time requirement, and the same goes for the orb count. Secret missions keep the timer running, which is another reason I'm not going for them. This game also has some odd intermission sections that take place between missions, and those don't count on the timer, thankfully. The other main factor is orbs. The two main ways of getting orbs are by breaking objects and killing enemies. Killing an enemy with a higher style rating nets you more orbs, so although style itself doesn't matter for the S rank, you'll still want a high style gauge simply for the orbs. Any orb bonuses you get at the results screen, such as your ranking bonus or a boss bonus, don't count towards the final result, so you need to get them all within the mission itself. Certain boss fights will end the mission instantly, meaning you won't have a chance to collect the orbs for that fight. The fountain fight is simple enough. You either get a set of sin scissors or a set of blades. Either way, one well-placed inferno deals with them all at once. You can jump on top of the fountain for some extra orbs, and you have enough time to keep trying, even if you don't get it the first few times. It's a good idea to keep track of how many orbs you have at the start of the mission, and have a rough mental idea of where you're at during the mission. Enemies in the fountain room will continue to respawn one by one even after the lock breaks, so you can build up some extra DT and green orbs. It's a good idea to keep track of how many orbs you have at the start of the mission, and have a rough mental idea of where you're at during the mission. The enemies in the fountain room will continue to respawn one by one even after the lock breaks, to allow for some DT and green/red orb farming. Aside from that, there's only one real fight in this whole mission, which is the final Sin Scissors room, which, as you can see, is no match for a single Inferno. I step on some spiders at the end for some extra orbs, and the mission's a wrap. Despite how easy this mission is, I still managed to take a few hits and didn't hit the max orb requirement, but as you can see, the S rank is still there. Originally I wanted to keep playing to get a cleaner run, but I think this proves my point better when I say anyone can S rank this game if you know what you're doing. Thanks for watching, and I'll join you next time for mission 3.